Hello, my beautiful people. It is Josh with Orlando Homes and Living. Today we're checking out the Biscayne by Dreamfinders Homes in the Hamlin Meadows community. As you guys know, I am super pumped on this community. We shot it a few months ago when it was just dirt. Now it's actually becoming a community and it's looking phenomenal. The Biscayne is a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 2-car garage. It comes in at 2,718 square feet. That's crazy for a 3-bedroom, right? There's a little bit of deception that I put on you, but you will see some major square footage splurges to keep the bedroom number low. Let's go check it out. Out of the heat. It's summertime, full-blown summertime in Florida right now. If you don't know Florida, it's pretty brutal. So when you come inside, the AC, mwah. But also on top of the AC, I'm loving the view right when you walk in. This foyer is very expansive, but not too crazy. So I'm looking straight up to some railings and the stairs right here on the side. You could have a drop zone here, all that good stuff. But talking about the square footage, here's where I deceived you a little bit on the square footage. There is actually pretty much a bedroom here. They call it a flex space. So you're probably losing about, I don't know, what do you think, 400 square feet on this, maybe less than that. How long is that? 12, let's say it's 12 by 12, 144 square feet plus that. So probably losing about 250 square feet just with this room and this closet, but they're calling it a flex space. Still, even still, for a 2,700 square foot home, only having 4 bedrooms, that's pretty wild. But check out this walk-in closet. If you're not gonna have an office or a flex space, this is pretty sizable closet. Your in-laws will not mind staying in this room. Keeping on moving. We'll skip upstairs for now. This is linen closet. Oh, Harry Potter closet. My bad. Always great for storage. That's I know when I was growing up, that's where we put our bicycles and stuff. I don't know if that's a white trash thing or, you know, pretty normal, but. And then here is the downstairs bathroom. This is an upgrade. So generally this is a half bath. Just a vanity for general use. The shower or tub is not there. That's a double upgrade. So it starts off as just vanity half bath. You can upgrade to a tub shower, and then this is a double upgrade to a stand-up shower only. And then boom, we are in the great room. Nice size living room, pretty great size kitchen here. An island that's literally has its own freaking president probably, because it's a country. And then informal dining. So everything's connected here. And you're probably thinking, yeah, this is where a lot of square footage went. And you know what? I'll give you that. There is a lot of square footage here, but still 2,700 square feet. This is not as much splurge as I would have expected for a home of this size, only having 3 bedrooms technically, but it's really 4, and only having 3 bathrooms. So that means there's a lot of, general space and whatnot. Over here, living room, the sectional is pretty big. I mean, just to give you an idea, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 8-piece sectional here fits nicely in this living room. So it is a nice size. I'll give you that. But it still doesn't account for that 2,700 square feet. So this is also an upgraded kitchen. They have the gourmet upgrade, which they have going on with the hood vent, stove top, and then you have the microwave and oven combo over here. I'm so jealous of these giant farmhouse sinks. I want one. I've been really digging like kind of these like earth tone blues. Builders are having more fun with color and design these days. It used to be just, everything sterile, clean. And I feel like they're finally starting to bring back color and be a little bolder with their choices. So that makes me happy. Just having wood tone back. I felt like everything was painted for forever. So wood tone is back in style. If you guys know me, I love gold veining. If they had gold veining in this, I would have just probably been sexually aroused. I'm a pervert. All right, so look at how much, this is also what they have as the upgrade for the kitchen is extended cabinets. This is absurd amount of storage. If you fill up this, you have a pack rat issue, or you stop ordering shit off Amazon because you're buying every kitchen f***ing nook thing. You don't need one tool for one task. A KitchenAid can do 1,000 things. I could go on forever, but all right, look how many cabinets we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We'll call it, did I count that half one over there? 3, I did, 13. So it's really more like 12 because there's 2 of these halfies. That's a buttload of top cabinets. We didn't even count the bottom. If you fill that, just stop. You're not allowed to manage the kitchen anymore. All right, and I'm saying that for whoever your spouse is, stop buying stuff for the kitchen. Or start throwing stuff out. Let's check out upstairs. So now we're upstairs. I love the railing coming over to the front door. It's a really cool vibe. You guys know I love spindles too. But what I really love about this balcony here is a lot of times when you have a loft like this and there's some sort of overlook, you're overlooking the living room. While it's visually cool, it's acoustically a nightmare. So everyone's hearing everybody. So the acoustics, the sound is bouncing. If somebody's watching a loud movie upstairs, downstairs is gonna hear that movie like crazy. But in this place, we have the overlook, but the overlook goes to the front door and nowhere else. So the acoustics are gonna have a lot farther to travel to get to the living room. Therefore, there's gonna be way less clash between noise in the loft and the living room. So, and you guys know, usually the loft is for children, or, if you have a gamer in the house, that's kind of where they're hanging out. And then usually more adult stuff is happening downstairs because that's where the cooking's going on. Anyways, moving on. Here is the laundry room. And you're probably thinking that's not too, huge or anything for such a big home. You are correct. It's not. I do love it though, because this is all I really need. And the larger your laundry room, the more likely you're gonna leave crap in it. So I kind of like this size laundry room more because you're less likely to just leave a giant pile of clean laundry in here. You're more motivated to fold that beast and put them away. And here we are in the loft. Pretty sizable, but not too gnarly. But I will go ahead and say this was a pretty decent square footage splurge here, considering the great room downstairs is a pretty big square footage splurge as well. Because the loft kind of extends to this pretty much fat hallway-ish type of thing. Because if John backs up, you'll kind of see it. It kind of has the vibe of a hallway, except for it's kind of extended on this back part. And we have linen closet here. This is your utility closet. So that's gonna be useless. And now we'll follow back to John. We're coming into the first official bedroom. This is secondary bedroom number 1. It's decent size. Again, not crazy square footage. Pretty sizable closet. A little beefier than you'd like. or not than you like, a little beefier than normal, so that's good. What's kind of nice about the layout on this model though is, and you guys know, I love myself a good Jack and Jill bathroom, which we have on this one. So here, John just walked into the secondary bedroom. This one may seem a little bigger. The closet is definitely a good chunk bigger. This is a full-blown walk-in closet. So this bedroom gets a little more of a square footage splurge where some of that 2,700 square feet went to. Let's check out this secondary bathroom. So double sinks so that your siblings don't choke each other out. That's probably more violent than I should have been. But I had an older brother, and I don't know if the 90s were different for siblings, but there was a lot of physical harm. Okay, I'll talk to my therapist later. What I love about this one, though, is you still have your sinks accessible by both bedrooms, while the toilet and the shower are separate. That way, you know, the bathroom is still, both of you can use it at the same time, even if one of you is in more of a private scenario. Coming back out the hallway, and here we are at the primary bedroom. And what do you know? This is where the square footage went. They went penthouse crazy on this bad boy. That's a king. You could probably fit 6 king beds in this bedroom. I mean, look, they have 2 freaking chairs and a full-blown table here, and they feel dwarfed in this room. I wouldn't be able to fit those in my primary bedroom without being like having to scoot and, you know, jam it in there. So obviously this is where square footage went. If you're paying the mortgage, I mean, you're getting the luxury here. Walk-in closet, pretty sizable, pretty darn sizable. Nothing, we've seen bigger primary closets, but this is pretty darn decent. Coming through, now we're coming to another square footage splurge. Primary bathroom, definitely splurge in here. I mean, just from the sink to the shower is probably what, 6-7 feet. And then the shower, we have a dual shower here. Everyone's digging that, you know. You got me naked over here, you got the lady naked over there, and we get little peeks, but we don't have to take turns in the hot water. Recently, I'm gonna shut up. All right, but hey, look, another walk-in closet. So more square footage splurge. So I would say the main reason this house has a huge square footage for only a 3-bedroom, primarily because of the owner suite, which I mean, I'm not opposed to, because you're paying the mortgage, you're making the money, you deserve to treat yourself. I will note, since there is a walk-in bathroom here, there's obviously two walk-in closets. I would say put your less delicate clothes here, because you're gonna have a lot more steam going on, a lot more moisture touching these clothes and whatnot, especially if the door is stayed open all the time. So definitely keep your delicates and the stuff that's more expensive over in that always dry closet. That's just your tip of the day. And then we have our poop closet. Definitely not a square footage here, splurge here. And then your linen closet, again, not a square footage splurge there. But hey, now you done seen it. And so that's it for the interior. Let's go check out the backyard. So on the back lanai right now, this comes with the home, the covered lanai, and it almost wraps around. It extends just well, it doesn't extend. It goes to the end right there. Let's see how long it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. just under 7 big strides. I'd say it's pretty sizable. We have an outlet here. I'm sure a lot of people are gonna be, setting up grills or whatnot right there. But yeah, covered lanai. The sliding glass door, there's 3 different upgrade options. You can do the 9-foot, which they have here, and the 9-foot where the sliding glass doors hide. So you can open it all the way where the sliding glass doors are here, and the 9 feet are totally exposed. And then you can do the 12-foot option where it's there's no negative here. This is actually totally like you can see all the way through this. So that wall's not there, and it's just a larger sliding glass door. And then, as you guys know, my favorite part of any house is the pool area. It's where you're gonna be sipping them drinks, relaxing the most, and after a long bad day of work, there's nothing better than jumping in your own pool or getting in your nice, beautiful hot tub. I like the elegance of this one. They have the Pebble Tech finish on the pool. Maybe one day I'll make a video about, the different finishes and whatnot on pools. Pebble Tech is one of my favorite, except for it kind of holds on to algae a little more, but as long as you stay up with your chemicals and upkeep, that's not an issue. And negative, I don't know why this is so popular and it bothers me. These sharp corner edges. I get it kind of seems nice, but dude, you're playing chicken, your kids are playing chicken or something, someone hits their head right on that corner, that is an instant ER visit. So I'm not a fan of that. Round out your corners. I mean, if it comes inward this way, doesn't matter. It's these corners that are basically knives that are sticking out to the pool. Not a fan of that. I do love the elegant stairs and tanning ledge that they have going on here. And I always love when the hot tub water falls into the pool. It means you heat your pool and you have your awesome hot tub for boiling yourself. That's it for the pool area. So that's gonna do it for the Biscayne floor plan. If you have any questions about this floor plan or anything else you wanna say, leave a comment below. If you wanna get your home buying or selling journey started, email us at hello@mailaot.com. Talk to you soon. And that's an Orlando thing. Check out the description for more information. See you next time on AOT.